Richmond is truly a historic city for 4th of July events, events that we can easily trace back to the 1820s and 1830s. Events where, not unlike today, people came out, ate food, heard bands play, and play your favorite patriotic tunes. Yes, they played the Star-Spangled Banner back in the 1830s almost every year in Richmond. They also played Hail to the Chief, but it wasn't to the President. It was to some famous person here in Virginia. They played Hail Columbia. Richmond is truly a historic city, and I wanted to say a few words of why this is historic tonight. Just a few moments, you heard a wonderful performance on the carillon by Lawrence Robinson, our wonderful carillonneur, play My Country 'Tis of Thee. My Country 'Tis of Thee was first premiered in Boston on July 4th, 1831. So his performance tonight continues that tradition, and that's what we're all about here in America, stewards of the traditions of the freedom and independence, whether it's celebrated using music, speeches, or other kinds of events. Now, if I wanted to give you a piece of trivia, would you be surprised if I told you in Norfolk, Virginia, in 1839, like in many other cities, they wanted to be unique, and they had a menagerie there and a circus, so they had an elephant swim across from Norfolk to Portsmouth and back. That was the kind of events back in the 19th century. Richmond has had a colorful history. Today, we're going to hear a historic performance. Not only are we going to hear the Star-Spangled Banner, which was performed throughout the 19th century as a national anthem, even though it wasn't to be our national anthem until 1931 by act of Congress. Americans thought it was always our national anthem. Tonight we're going to hear a performance of the 1812 Overture, a performance that you would not hear anywhere else in this country, simply because all of the components that the composer Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky wrote into that score can only be performed here. That includes the artillery. Yes, there was live artillery written into the score, and there were live bells. And here we have the live bells present right here next to this amphitheater. Most orchestras, including the Boston Pops, if you were to go up there to listen to this tonight, they would play the bells either through the percussion section of the orchestra, or they could play it from a recording, as some bands and orchestras do, or they could wire it in electronically from a distant church or some other place. But that's not live. But you get to hear that live here tonight. Now, what is also unusual about this performance that most people don't know is that first of all, I want us to give a rousing applause to our Virginia National Guard for being here tonight to make this performance. When Tchaikovsky wrote the score, he called for 16 cannon blasts to occur in this score, all within a 2-minute period. What happened, though, in his day was that there were no cannoneers, and tonight we have 2 howitzers up here. They would not have been able to discharge 16 rounds and reload within a 2-minute period. They would have had to have 16 cannon. But tonight, they're going to do it with 2 howitzers, and I can tell you that takes an incredibly well-drilled military crew to do it. So we need to applaud them once again. Thank you. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight, and I'm very happy to be here to hear this historic performance, and happy 4th of July.